Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, I'm Anna and I'm a little bit spooky. And today we are playing with the Juvia's Place Nubian 2 palette. This is my first impressions of this, not only this palette, but of Juvia's Place as a whole. I have not used any of their eyeshadows before. I've used one eyebrow gel from them a little while ago and wasn't a fan, but I haven't gotten my hands on any of the palettes. And recently my friend ended up getting a bunch of free gifts, purchases and stuff, and she saw this palette and was like, yep, Anna needs this because these are her colors. And yeah, so today we're going to create this look, play with this palette, and experience Juvia's Place eyeshadows for the first time together and see how it goes. Spoiler, I like my look. And this palette in particular is just gorgeous. I love the color story, the jewel tones, the whole Egyptian vibe I am digging. So yeah, if you want to see how I got this look, here are my thoughts on the Nubian 2 and Juvia's Place, as well as a highlighter from Juvia's Place also. Then just keep on watching. Before you do, don't forget to like, subscribe, comment down below. Let me know what other Juvia's Place palettes I need. I am currently looking at the website and I see quite a few that look right up my alley. What has taken me so long? Where have I been under a rock? A little bit. Anyway, on to the makeup. Okay, hello guys. Right, first impressions time. My friend Chandra was so kind and gifted me the Nubian 2 from Juvia's Place. I have been wanting to try Juvia's Place for a while and just never got around to it for one reason or another, and basically couldn't make a decision on which palette I wanted. So she made the decision for me by giving me the Nubian 2, which she knew I would love because of, look at these colors. This is my kind of palette right here. These shades are stunning. So I'm really excited to dig into this. Look at these pan size. It's huge. The artwork is beautiful. Yeah, this looks like a great palette. Just, oh, these colors are just screaming my name. It says on the back here that the Nubian 2 palette by Juvia's was inspired by African empire in old Egypt, headed by the beauty icon Nefertiti. She was famously endowed with strength and spirituality. This palette consists of 12 versatile metallic shades and pops of color. So yeah, this is like right up my alley. This is cruelty free, designed and formulated in the USA. 12 color pressed pigment palette. So let's just dive in and create a look and see where it goes and how it performs. I'm really excited because I've heard so many good things about Juvia's Place's formula. I've got high hopes because I've heard these palettes get raved about. I mean, basically any of the eyeshadows from Juvia get totally just glowing reviews online. I also have got the mauves to play with too, but today I really just want to dig into Nubian 2 because I love the tones in here, these jewel tones and then the warm browns. Generally, I tend to like anything that's Egyptian themed, especially when it comes to eyeshadow palettes. I always love the rich, beautiful colors that they throw in. So this palette also only retails for $25, which I think is a pretty good deal considering the amount of product you're getting in here and the variety. Not bad. It's really nice, like, you know, cardboard packaging, artwork beautiful. There's no mirror, but I'm cool with that, with getting the beautiful artwork on the inside as well. If you're gonna give me some pretty artwork on the inside, I can live without a mirror. Okay, so let's go ahead and jump in. I think I'm gonna take Morocco first, which is this nice, beautiful, rich, warm brown, kind of orange shade. Sienna type color. I'm gonna pick a little bit up on my blending brush. I'm gonna tap off because I don't wanna go in too much. And we're gonna bring this through the transition and crease area, the socket line. I have already primed my eyes with some NARS eyeshadow base and a little bit of concealer to blank them out and a touch of setting powder over top. So here we go. That's pretty. That went on pretty nicely. I did tap off the brush a lot, so let's see. I'm kind of build that up and blow it out some. So that is blending really easily. It looks really nice. It's blending super easy. Lovely pigmentation. It's not super duper crazy, but I did tap my brush off a good bit, so let's see how it builds. Yeah, that's pretty vibrant. I like that. That is nice. Kind of blow that shade out some. I think that looks really good. That's blended really well. There was a little bit of kick up in the pan, nothing crazy, not like ColourPop or ABH. Detail diffuse crease. I'm gonna take a little bit of Madagascar and see how that does. A little bit deeper into the socket. I kind of want to lean a little bit more into this tone that's on my shirt, in fact. A little less into the orange. Kind of change my mind. We'll see how that layers up. Oh yeah, that's layering nice. That's a really pretty kind of yellow based brown, which I love browns like that. Just gonna focus that right in there. Oh yeah, that's nice. I like that shade. I like having that bit of Morocco underneath, giving it some orangey warmth coming from it. We're gonna take a little bit of Jezebel, which is the beautiful, like, blackened eggplant shade. I think they called it maroon on the website. I'm gonna take that kind of on this outer corner. Ooh, ooh, pretty. That does read as maroon on the eye. Wow, that way more, way lighter on the in application than I expected. I expected that to go on and virtually read as a black shade, but no, that actually looks maroon. So pretty. This is giving me subculture vibes in the best way. And these shades are playing together really well, not getting any muddiness. Yeah, that is just blending perfectly into those other shades with no problem whatsoever. Bringing that kind of into the socket a little bit. Previously, the only thing I had tried from Juvia's Place in the past was a brow gel, and I hated it. I felt really bad, but I hated that brow gel. All right, let's take a little bit of Layla, which is a truly like blackened eggplant kind of metallic shade. Let's see what it does. Right here. Yeah, that one's definitely going to read as a super dark, almost black color. Ooh, it's really pretty though. That is a great deepening up shade. Ah, yeah, that's cool. That is cool. It's going on very easily too. Again, blending much more pigment than I anticipated when I swatched it. I don't think it swatched the best, but it looks really nice applied with a brush. So it's definitely one of those tricky shades that apply better with a brush than they do with a finger, which is always surprising when that happens because it's kind of rare for that to be a thing. I think it's like Viseart eyeshadows. That's like the thing with them is they swatch like awful, but they look amazing on the eye. That's kind of the experience I had with Layla. And Jezebel, now that I think about it. Like they swatched fine, just not as pretty as they are going on the eye. Oh, I like those colors. We are very fall today. I don't care. I don't care. It's fall year round over here. You know what color would be pretty with this is Nefertiti. I think that on the lid would be the shade to go with. I'm going to clean this little brush off real quick. Take a little more Madagascar. Right up here a little. Alright, let's take Nefertiti. On the lid, I'm going to use just this little large lay down brush from Sonia Kashuk. And let's pick a little bit up. I'm going to go in apply and dry it to begin with and see how it goes. And I'll pop this just on the blank spot here in the middle. I believe this one is described as a 24 karat gold eyeshadow. Yeah, that looks really pretty with the purples. And that's applying nicely with a brush. No complaints. Very pretty. I'm going to try a little bit of this shade called Sheba, which is a bit more of a taupey brown. Metallic. I'm going to put a little bit of that, like, kind of right here. At the beginning of the eye. Oh, yeah, that gave a nice bit of interest. And that color's a little bit closer to what I'm wearing, my cardigan. So, I think that just looks nice. Cool. I think just a touch more of Nefertiti in the center with a finger. Just really get that impact. That applies really nicely with a finger. Now we'll take a little bit of Sheba. Yeah, I like Sheba. It has a bit of green in it. Or a taupe or something. It's very pretty. I think they look interesting together. Alright, I'm going to get back to that outer corner. I'm going to take a bit more of Layla. I'm going to take it on the same little Sony Kashuk brush, lay down brush. And just make sure the impact right out there is still looking good. Make sure it's nice and blended looking and flowing nicely into Nefertiti. Alright, I'm going to take a little bit more Jezebel and come right here. Gonna pull that up and out a bit more. So I didn't really have a game plan sitting down. I was just kind of wanted to see where the look would go, where the eyeshadow would take me. And I'm liking this very fall direction that it took me. Because, yeah, I like a fall look all year round. I have zero interest what season it is. Sometimes I just want to do fall makeup always. Alright, so build that up into the socket. There we go. Now I'm going to go back to my blending brush, take some Madagascar, and come around that edge. Soften that out. These shades are blending and layering so nicely without getting muddy. I'm really happy with the quality here. And I think a really nice price point for their products. Yeah, I think that looks great. Very nice, very easy to blend, easy to use eyeshadows, and lovely colors. I'm gonna have to pick up more of these palettes. Man, that's nice, that's nice. All right, I'm gonna go in that very inner corner with Zuri, which is the very light champagne type color. I can't remember how it was described online. But it's almost like a super light shimmer. I love a good shade like this in a palette. It's got a good bit of impact to it. And I'm going to lightly take that just under the brow. Tiny bit. Why am I back into highlighting my brow? I don't know. Just kind of did it on a whim the other day and really liked it. I don't know. I'm going to blend that though. Not want too crazy. Alright. I like the way this looks. And it doesn't appear to have too much fallout. Maybe just a little bit. So I'm going to tidy that up. Clean up my shape just a touch. And we'll be back to do the lower lash line and some finishing touches. I'm happy camper. Happy camper. Alright, I'll see y'all in just a minute. Okay, just did foundation, concealer, and all that, and a little bit of bronze. Let's move on to that lower lash line. I'm going to come in with the Hocus Pocus Cream Gel Liner in the shade Trick or Treat. It's just a pretty, like, kind of plummy purple eyeliner. I don't think it's necessarily anything crazy unique. You can get it basically from any brand, anywhere. And I'm going to use this just kind of to line the lower lash line a bit and add some definition around the lashes on the upper part as well. I forgot to do that. Alright, I'm just going to sloppily apply that to the lower lash line, and then we will blend it out. I'm just going to use that same little lay down brush. I'm going to clean it off, and I think I'm going to go just into a touch of Jezebel on the tip. Just the tip. And we're going to blend out that eyeliner and smoke it out. Alright, and take my little detail diffuse crease, just soften that out, and would maybe take a touch of Madagascar just right underneath there. Blow that out a little more. Cool. Alright, now I'm going to take a bit of Lila on the same little pencil brush, tuck it right in there, start getting that depth. And come on the lashes up here too, the upper lash line, and just kind of work that into that pencil. Okay, keep it smoky. Pretty. Okay, that looks cool. I like that. That's looking pretty cool. Then just a touch of Jezebel. Right up against that. And I'm going to clean this little pencil brush off, take a bit of Zuri. Hit that inner corner. Now I'm going to go ahead and catch the other eye up, and we'll be right back for the finishing touches. Okay, and we're back. Just did some mascara, touched up the brows, and yeah, let's move on to the rest of the face. And I try to bronze up a little bit because I'm looking a little ghostly. I know. Right, so I'm going to do some highlighter now. I'm going to go in with this one from Juvia's Place as well. This is the Ice Loose Highlighter. I think this is the shade is just ice. I don't know. Let me look on the website. I'm a little confused. I'm assuming that is just the shade. This is maybe the I Love Ice Loose Highlighter. And it appears to be like the palest of them. The ghostliest with the mostliest. Yeah, I believe that is the one. And it says here that the I Love Loose Highlighter Powder is formulated with glimmering pearls for a perfect blend of universally flattering golden shimmer that complements. So I think this might be a tad deep on me, especially today because I look like a ghost. I think once I get my blush on, I'll look better. But yeah, this is probably a little warm. I'm going to try to do it with a lighter hand with this little highlighter brush here. Can load that little puppy up and then tap her off. Because I'm anticipating this to be a little bit deep on me, I'm going to kind of go a little easy. Yeah, that's pretty. Actually, no, that works. It's maybe not the best tone for this skin tone because I did use a very light foundation today. I think I could stand to go a little deeper in the foundation that I used today, which is the e.l.f. Camo foundation powder. That's pretty. That's a pretty highlighter. Like, this is not going to be one of those highlighters that I think are super graceful. It's not going to highlight some texture. You're going to get a little texture probably with it. It's got that very kind of yellow golden shift in it, but it's pretty. But it's pretty shimmery. I think it's very buildable. So I'm trying to do just kind of a lighter application. Yeah, I think just today this isn't the best tone for me. But if I was wearing, had some self-tan on or something, the shade would probably be a little bit more my speed. I'm going to try to put a little bit on the inner corner here. It is really a really pretty highlight though. It's a bit of that quite yellow gold look. Alright, cool. Now, let's bring some life into this face with some blush. I tried to bronze and I didn't want to go too heavy with the bronzer because then I'm going to start to look orange or just like I put too much bronzer on. But okay, for blush, I'm going to take this e.l.f. Putty blush. This is in the shade down here somewhere, Bahamas. And this is kind of a nice, warm, pretty blush. I love these blushes. I'm going to take that on a little e.l.f. buffing brush. Dip dab in there. Get a good bit. I'm going to tap this on over the highlighter and my cheeks. Okay, see? Instantly, I look alive. Wow, what a difference adding some blush makes. Alright, cool. Yeah, suddenly I look less dead. I want to brighten up my under eyes a little bit because I feel like I got a little bit of that purple kind of dropping down. So I'm going to take a bit of my foundation powder that I applied today, just the e.l.f. one. I'm going to take that on a kind of a flat brush here. Try to brighten that up a bit. Yeah, okay, that fixed. I'd gotten some of that purple fallout under my eyes when I was doing my lower lash line. And just made it look very dark under there. I'm going to do Toffee from ABH, just some of their new lipsticks. And this is a kind of a, yeah, it's a matte lipstick, but it's got a nice soft matteness to it. I'm going to use Cool Brown as my lip liner. And let's put a little bit of Toffee on. Such a pretty color. And it is a really nice formula. There we go. Yeah, I like the way this looks. This is a very like soft, kind of comfortable matte. I would call it like a soft matte finish. Alright, and we are back with the look all complete. I think it came out pretty good. I am super impressed with the Juvia's Place palette. Had so much fun creating this look. And is it super fall? Definitely. And smoky? Definitely. But you know what? I'm going to play with this palette again tomorrow because I liked it so much. I enjoyed the look I got. And I do want to go in with this green shade called Egypt because, I mean, it's great. And we know how I feel about a green eyeshadow. So yeah, I just tried to kind of branch away from the green, do something a little purpley today, and I really, really liked the way the shadows performed on the eye. They were a little more unexpected, a little bit prettier than how they swatched, which was a nice surprise. And again, this price point was really good for this amount of product you're getting here. And I was just looking at the Juvia's site, and my goodness, there's so many eyeshadow palettes, and so many of them that are absolutely beautiful. Like I really want, I think the Nomad palette. That one looks like right up my alley. Yeah, and the Warrior 2 looks quite nice. Let's see. The Nubian 3 looks really pretty as well. Also the chocolates. So yeah, there's quite a few like little, oh, the taupes. Vanessa eyeshadow. Yeah, there's a good number here of palettes that are calling my name. Dang. Oh my goodness, it just keeps going more and more. Well, I think I'm going to have to do me some more shopping with Juvia because dang. And I really, really liked the way this performed. The highlighter is also quite pretty. It's a little subtle looking today because I didn't want to go too hard with it because I feel like it would maybe get a bit too deep for me. So, but other than that, I think it is a pretty highlighter. I think I'm going to definitely use the poop out of this in the summer when I have a little bit more of a tan going, a little more color to my face, or I'm using a foundation that's not quite so ghostly. The foundation I used today is just a little pale on me, which means it matches me. But anyway, yeah, I think that came out pretty nice. I kind of want to hit a little bit more of this highlighter though. I feel like I just want a little more highlight, a little more glow to the skin. I feel like a little dry today, which I've gone from being like super dry feeling to super oily, like back and forth, back and forth. But yeah, I enjoyed both these products quite a bit. And yeah, let me know down below. Have you used Juvia's Place? What are your thoughts? How do you feel about the product? Did you enjoy it? Which palette do you think that I should probably pick up next from Juvia's Place? I'm thinking the Nomad is probably going to be my next one, just because that color story, that was one of the original palettes that I've been meaning to pick up from Juvia's Place. And there's quite a few of these minis that I think look really nice. And again, the price points are lovely, the price points are great on this stuff, like $15 for these little mini palettes, which isn't bad. What else we got here? There's lots of nice bundles, and yeah, like the Rebel Quad bundle, $30. So you can get some deals on their website also, and I think Ulta does carry them. So yeah, all right. Yeah, I really enjoyed my experience with Juvia's Place, and I look forward to trying more from the brand. I think that is all for today. Thank you for hanging out, and I will see you guys in the next one. Stay safe, stay spooky.